Hey guys, welcome back to Andrew's Field Gear, and today we're going to be discussing my Charlie Company 25 Marines Hue City kit. So, let's jump right in with the web gear. So first off, let's discuss the web gear generally for the Marines in Hue, alright? So primarily it was M1961 gear, although you would see plenty of 56 gear, with the Marines just interspersed throughout there. Primarily, it would be ammunition pouches and suspenders. So you can't really see the suspenders that well, but the ones where you can see them, it seems to be 56 suspenders almost exclusively. There's exceptions, obviously, but 56 is the most common, which is what I went with there. These are some extra longs that I got for free from my RTC battalion. The ammo pouches are also pretty common, 56 ammo pouches. Those are quite common because they work better with M16 mags. They don't work very well with M16 mags, but they work better than the M1961 system, which is just terrible. Canteen covers seem to be pretty common as well. The M1910 canteen covers are fine. They do bump against your leg a little bit, but it's not awful. The lift, the dodge, in my opinion, are better than the snaps. So, yeah. Next up, JFACs. Every Marine had one throughout the war, pretty much. They were very important pieces of kit because Marines didn't carry bandage pouches like the Army did. They weren't, religious about it at least. Canteens seem to be primarily plastic canteens, so I've got this one here in my khaki one, my OD3 canteen cover. And I got a metal one in my OD7 one. I'm not going to lie, I don't want it to be metal. Only reason it is because I cannot find my other plastic canteen. So, yeah. This belt is an M1961 belt. Take a look at that. Unfortunately, it has sustained some damage over its lifetime, so it's missing a snap there, an eyelet, quite a few eyelets actually. It cannot adjust to my size, so I kind of have to wear it with the suspenders. Missing a snap or an eyelet there as well. So it's in pretty bad condition. I bought a snap kit from Ace Hardware, replaced this snap right there, and this snap right there, because really those are the most important snaps on there. So a lot of them were intact, so I didn't have to replace that one or that one. Anyway, that is most of it for the web gear itself. Inside each piece, I'll just show you guys that real quick. This is a 44 date JFAC, so that's pretty cool. I'm not really sure if that's like a serial number or whatever, but it is named to somebody. Chavos, or whatever, Chavot, maybe it's French, I don't know. In here I've only got 2 bandages. I'm not gonna lie, I can't find the contents I need for this for a reasonable price. So I'd love to get a JFAC eventually, but right now that is just not really feasible. They seem to be going for like 60 bucks, and I don't really want to spend 60 bucks on it. Inside these pouches right here, you just got M16 mags or wood blocks, or nothing at all, like in that one and that one over there. The Xm3 Bipod, this is one of the cooler parts of my collection, actually. Got a great deal on it, like 15 bucks for the bipod, and then like 3 for the case itself. So, these are spring-loaded. They attach on the M16 right at the base of the gas block, between the gas block and the barrel, so that's pretty cool. This, I believe it's a first pattern bipod case. I'm not totally certain about that, but it included room for other accessories. I'm assuming a cleaning kit. So I have put my cleaning kit on there before, and it fits like a glove. Those snaps are a real pain in the butt. The zipper's in good condition. I actually do have some of my cleaning kit supplies in here, but again, 70-year-old zippers have a tendency not to want to work, especially on the Xm3. So I've got a cotton swab, one of those GI toothbrushes, not cotton swabs, those are pipe cleaners, and then these cotton patches. So you put that on the end of the cleaning rod, put it down the barrel, sop up any kind of gun lube or whatever that's gotten in there. So yeah. The canteens, pretty self-explanatory. M1910 canteens with plastic canteens. Pretty cool. The buckles, in case you guys are wondering, 56 buckle. 56 buckle, not sure what that means, but, there's going to be some of the 1910 buckles out there. This is the gas mask bag. Yes, that looks awful. I'll tell you why I did that. It's Sharpie, by the way. right there. LTD fell off. There's the back half of it, so, you know. Thing's pretty much garbage. I got it for $5 anyway. It's not like I'm complaining. I plan to replace it with an actual period correct one anyway. So, yeah. One cool thing that came with it was this, the waterproofing kit. So that's neat. Along with, struggling with it on camera. Along with the outserts here. So, yeah, I'm not going to get them out because it's a real pain in the butt. But, yeah. Inside here is an M17 Gas Mask. Nose cap date is 64, I want to say. Yeah, that's 63 actually. I lied. And the there it is. Mask itself is 65. So, pretty cool mask. You know, an original M17. That stuff's nice. Nice to have now. So, happy about that. I got it for like $30. Good deal. Yeah. So, I think that's about all. These are extra longs, by the way, so that's why they're so long. Well, I might say that they're extra long, even. So, pretty cool. Anyway, let's talk about the uniform. So for this, most Marines seem to have jungle fatigue pants, at the very least. I've seen quite a few guys with jungle fatigue pants and utility jackets, but I decided not to do that myself because I'm using a rain jacket instead. I can't find my t-shirt either. I guess that's in the same place as my Canteen, but I have it. You know, it's a dyed white t-shirt, so that's good for early war, and primarily I do early war anyway. Hui is my latest kit anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. These are pretty cool. Drawstring, you know, they're in good condition. Nice pants. Really quite comfortable. Let's see when they're dated to. Whatever. Yeah, so these particular ones I got them for like $60, so they were worth it. Definitely right here. They're definitely a field repair. I sure didn't rip them during an airsoft game. That would be crazy. That would be ridiculous. But you might notice that these are ripstop, not third pattern poplins. So that does kind of suck. I intend to replace them eventually when I get some second pattern jungle fatigue jackets as well. So, yeah. That's about that for the jungle fatigue pants. Oh, also they're rolled up twice. So 1, 2 rolls, so I hide the drawstring there without having to take it out. Next up, rain pants. These ones, as far as I can tell, are authentic to Vietnam. So I've rolled these up as well. It's been a real difficult time finding pants, finding information on the pants actually, and then finding the pants themselves has been tough as well. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Seems to me that they had these two pockets right here, and keep in mind they aren't actually pockets. They're little gaps in the fabric basically. So you can see out, yeah, you can see the floor there. So basically you could access your actual pockets with these. The fly is a Velcro fly. There is no, or I guess it's a Velcro button. There's no actual fly. It appears there's some kind of suspenders there and a drawstring here. There is no drawstring, or there is a drawstring down here, right there. So I've just rolled it up. It seems like a lot of guys roll it up. Some guys use the drawstring. I've never seen a guy who had it rolled down and didn't use the drawstring though. So keep that in mind. This is a post-war rain jacket. I got this one new old stock, so that was pretty cool. $25. You know, I'd like a Vietnam one, but you know, you get what you get. Eventually I'll replace it. Both Vietnam ones and post-war ones have this little Velcro thing right here. Kind of annoying, but it's there. Here you can see the contract info. So parka, comma, wet weather. You know, you can see it's 88 dated, so do not dry clean. Not like I was going to anyway, but I guess it's helpful to have it. Might be cleaning your Class A and just accidentally throw your rain jacket in there. Not sure what that number means there. It says, you know, 28M, so definitely the chest size or anything. This is pretty big. This is a medium jacket, and it's really, really big on me. It's like a large. So if you're like a, you know, I'm a 38 chest, so normal size. medium-sized, smaller than medium, I guess, but still, this fits like a large or an extra large. So if you're about my size, get a small. If you're a bit bigger than me, get a medium. You know, if you're like a I guess a 44 or so, get a medium. But you know, these are really big. Now these pockets right here are actual pockets. They aren't just a way to reach into your pockets on your jungle fatigues. So that is pretty cool. Now the post-war ones, the easiest way to tell these apart, maybe liner color, but I can't find definitive. I've seen wartime ones with the same black color on it. But the easiest way is right here. There's a Velcro adjustment tab. So I cut it off to the side because, again, like there are piles, there are just oodles of these things in new old stock condition, so I really don't feel bad about, you know, tearing this one up. And plus, it's an easy modification to make for a little bit of authenticity. Although, even if you do have a post-war one, you still can roll up the sleeves like this. Almost everybody who had them seemed to have the sleeves rolled. Again, you know, don't want to make blanket statements, but that is the trend. Next up, my third pattern Vibrams. These are Korean repros. You can tell because of that little ridge right there. They're 11 regs. I'm a 10 reg. It fits me pretty darn big. So nice quality. They're really good shoes. You know, they're the best reproductions in the market right now. They're third patterns. I would like second patterns for Hui and for all my other impressions, really. But, you know, again, you get what you get. No way I'm using original second patterns. Now, one thing I did notice, the laces on these are kind of awful. They snapped, so I replaced them with Rothko laces. That's the only part of a Rothko boot that you actually need to save. So, yeah. A little bit of damage there. You know, a little bit of damage there that I got patched up at a shoe repair place. But other than that, good condition and $30, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, also, my socks, they're modern issue GI socks, so I do care about my comfort at least a little bit. So I bought some modern ones. The modern ones are very similar to Vietnam ones, same color and all that, same length, as far as I can tell. It's just that they're actually decent socks. Like, they're really, really good socks. They're padded and everything. Super comfortable, reasonably breathable, lightweight, all that stuff. Really great. So, that's all for the uniforms. Now on to the PPE, or personal protective equipment. So, first up, we've got an M1955 Flak Vest. This is a second pattern Flak Vest. It's got a bunch of Duron plates in it. Pretty cool. Duron. Not sure how it's pronounced. I've seen it both ways, with a U and with an O. So, you know, that's not really my, you know, my argument or anything. But the pockets, left pocket, I don't have anything in there. Breast pocket, I do have some bug juice. This is reproduction bug juice that I made myself. Bought some from REI, printed out some labels from online. You know, insect repellent and all that. Pretty cool. You know what? There's a better. Yeah. Pretty cool. A decent reproduction, I'd say. In this pocket, I've got a some rifle bore cleaner. This is post-war, I believe. I don't know. Like 74 dated. It was in a lot with a bunch of other 74 dated ones. Oh, 69 dated. Okay, it's not FARB. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Keep that in my right pocket. I'd like some LSA, but I don't have any. I've got a civilian pocket knife here. This is my dad's pocket knife from when he was a kid in like the 1970s. So maybe it's FARB, maybe it isn't. Really, I'd like to know. You know, it's taken a bit of a beating over the years, but it is a nice knife. It always will be. And it is special to me. So, yeah, pretty cool. The Flak Vest itself, you know, it's a really great Flak Vest. I'm happy with it. It's pretty much, it's in pretty good condition, you know. Good used condition is how I would rate it. Size medium. Thing is pretty darn big, I gotta say. This particular one is dated like May 7th of 1968, so, you know, off by like 3 months. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna get a new Flak Vest for the date, but that is something to be aware of. Lots of them seem to be manufactured on that date. Not sure what's up with that. Maybe it's the day the contract was awarded. So this is a World War II era liner with a 1967 dated nape strap, reproduction, helmet band, and I've got some socks in here. So the socks, you know, if you've actually been backpacking or hiking or whatever, you know that feet are the most important part. You know, your feet, critical, obviously. And you got to take care of them too. So dry socks, clean dry socks are critical. And these are those modern GI socks I was talking about. I got them issued out by my battalion, my ROTC battalion, not too long ago. So they're great socks. I've used them well already. I keep them up there because I want them to stay dry. I've got a pair on my feet, a pair in my pack, and a pair under my helmet. So I heard a veteran, or I heard a guy who heard a veteran say that he did that. So here we are, you know. I think it's pretty cool, pretty good idea. It's comfortable, you know. If I were in that position, that's what I would do with it. So yeah, this helmet cover is a short flap cover, contracted in 1965 and produced in like 68 or 69. I can't remember exactly. So it is FARB technically, but you know, that's alright. It's got a Vietnam War chin strap. You know, the cover itself is nice and salty, man. I like it a lot, so I'm quite happy with it. Clearly it was well loved by somebody, some GI. So yeah. Now, kind of neat thing about this liner. It's an MP liner. So I do plan to replace this with a Vietnam one, with a P64 one, I believe they're called. Probably going to be a P64 M1C. So I've already got a liner picked out. I've stripped it of its suspension because the suspension was awful. So, you know. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that is pretty much it on the PPE. Aside from the M17, of course, which due to my poor planning was put in the web gear section. So there you go. Next up is going to be the pack. So I have a regular M1941 pack. I believe this is 4th pattern. 3rd pattern maybe? I can't remember. It's all OD7, so not transitional. I would quite like a transitional one for Da Nang, but, you know, no such luck. I have an OD3 M1943 shovel cover, an M1943 shovel. Both are World War II dated. I believe the shovel cover is 44 and the shovel itself is 45. That's pretty cool. This poncho right here is a heavyweight USGI poncho, dated to 1966. I kind of got it rolled up a little bit weird, but, you know, what works, works, man. I'm sure that they wouldn't really care. You know, after 2 weeks of urban fighting, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I'd like a 3-cell to put right there, a 3-cell grenade carry to put right on that. But, you know, that's for the future. Like I said, this is a work in progress impression. So here's the knapsack strap. I got this particular pack for 30 bucks or so, 25 bucks I think, because this knapsack strap was just so, you know, still there, I guess you would say. I do plan to put a knapsack on this thing for Da Nang, but at the moment that's not going to happen. For Hui, that would be FARB, so I'm not concerned about it. Anyway, I've got these adjusted nice and loose for me. Probably could go with being a little bit looser, but, you know, we'll see that at the end of the video when I put the entire uniform on. So, yeah. Now let's check out the contents. So, here it all is on me. I've got the rain jacket here, you know, pretty hot, pretty sweaty, pretty uncomfortable. 2 out of 10 overall, but hey, I mean, what can I do about it? I've got the jungle boots right there with the Vibram sole. So, yeah, here is that little stitching job I did, or that a GI did in Vietnam. Definitely wasn't me, no way. That would be crazy, slanderous. So, that's pretty cool. The web gear, you know, pretty clunky, pretty difficult to use. Very Vietnam, very Marine Corps. So, really cool stuff. Yes, they're M14 magazines. We'll do an update on my M16 at the end of this video, so stick around for that. Anyway, down here, I got the M1 helmet. Yeah, looks pretty good, you know. Got the World War II liner. Again, I want to get an M1C for this, or just a P64 in general. The 2nd pattern Flak Vest is pretty darn big, heavy, cumbersome, and uncomfortable. So again, very military, very Marine Corps. And man, I mean, this uniform is hot, alright? This is the hottest uniform I have, right? And it makes sense. Hue was one of the cooler sections of like large scale fighting. So yeah. Additionally, it was really rainy, so rain jackets. That's why. In case you were wondering, they weren't just wearing the rain jackets for fun. Round back, you know, the canteens, the JFAC, XM3, Xm3. There we go. Took a little bit of searching there, but hey, I mean, we found it. And here's the M17. So you just pull it out, take off your M1. You know, you can tell this would definitely get me killed. I would die in a chemical attack. Oh man, okay, that's way too tight. Oh wow, that hurts. Oh Jesus. I think I'm breaking it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I had this adjusted like super tight. Apparently. Yep, there it is. Okay. So make sure you got this thing adjusted properly before you put it on. You know, really, it should always be adjusted to your head. Obviously, you shouldn't be using this for a bug-out kit or anything. You know, if this were your only protection in a nuclear war or whatever, you know, you wouldn't die instantly. But you change those cheek filters. These cheek filters right here, you know, you're going to be dead. Because you can't hold your breath for like the 3 minutes it takes to change them. It's crazy. It's really fiddly. I'm sure you can do it with practice. I've seen guys do it with practice, but I can't. And odds are, you know, you aren't doing those speed reloads, those Call of Duty tactical reloads, you know, the sleight of hand reloads with your gas mask. Wow. You might hear me huffing and puffing over here. It's the gas mask. I swear, I'm not out of shape. So, yep. I mean, that is the uniform. So, Charlie Company 2-5 Marines, 1968, Kuwait City. That is all I've got for you today, except for the M16. Almost forgot there. Let's get right to it. So last up is the M16. This is really kind of irritating for me, guys, because this was supposed to be a Christmas present, and man, it was going to be cool. It is the WeTech M16A1. I bought this baby as an XM177. Chopped a JG barrel, you know, made the locking lugs work and fit. Made them interface properly with the WeTech upper receiver, and the lower receiver just hasn't gotten here. It has been stuck in USPS hell for the last, wow, like 4.5 months. For you guys who don't know, this has kind of been an ongoing saga on the Discord server, on the Instagram group chats, you know, we're just placing bets on when it'll get here. And I'm pretty sure it's never going to get here anyway, so yeah. May as well just talk about the cool things that I've got already. First up, non-farb dust cover. Pretty cool. Next up, real steel charging handle. Again, pretty cool. All this stuff would be way cooler on an actual WeTech M16, or, even better, a real Armalite AR-15. But that's not going to happen for the next little bit. So, yeah. The most important part, this is the kind of thing you get crucified, D-stock. So you got your nice solid body stock, no trapdoor on the butt plate. That is critical. To my knowledge, there were no trapdoor stock M16A1s in Vietnam. If you can find a picture of these used late war, that would be really cool. I'd love to see it. But they only started production in like 68 or 69, and the government just didn't really see the need to fly them over to Vietnam. Same deal with the M69 Flak Vest. The 3/4 was doing just fine, and the M69 was such a marginal improvement on it that the government just didn't want to pay the postage to ship them overseas. Can't say I blame them. That stuff's expensive. So, next up, slip ring. This is also real steel, so pretty cool. Pretty nice there. The front sight block, I forgot to grab it on my, big bin of random crap. But it is there. I filed down the casting ridge on it, but it does exist, and it is defarbed. And it's all this kind of blue color, right? So I haven't bothered to actually... I don't want to permanently damage anything that WeTech sent me up until I get the lower receiver, or until I decide to send this back and get a refund. So, yeah. The handguards are original. Nice and speckled. Yeah, sure, it may be farb. I don't particularly care. I think it looks cool. And really, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's still original parts, so this is as good as it's going to get. Right, that's like saying you're farb because the soles in your Vibram's cracked. Kind of silly. I do have a 3D printed three-prong and birdcage flash hider. So those are both painted the same Colt kind of, I'd like to say it's Colt gray, but it's really Colt blue at this point. So the same Colt blue kind of flash hider up on the end. So that's pretty neat. Yeah. Anyway, I guess onto the outro. This has been Andrew from Andrew's Field Gear. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Most of my viewers are not subscribed, like 50% or so. So if you guys see this video, if you like it, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I love you guys. Really enjoy doing this stuff. I don't do it nearly as much as I want to, but I've gotten a job now. I am no longer a worthless member of society. I now produce something. So hopefully these videos will be more consistent now that I can get more stuff more frequently. So I will see you guys when I see you. Hopefully before next month. And that is all from me. Good night.